Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We are so excited that you are joining us for our author spotlight. Permission granted, over on Amazon Live. Listen, we live. We see you. We see you. All right. Everything is moving. Everything is working. We're going to keep it moving here. I am Sharvette Mitchell. I'm Sharvette Mitchell. I am the CEO of Mitchell Productions. We are a marketing and professional development firm. And one of the things that we do that's so amazing with clients is we produce book collaborations. And so if you're on Amazon right now, you will see down below in the stream, you will see the option to purchase some of our past book collaborations. And so you might say, well, what is a book collaboration? That's when authors join forces and write chapters and put a whole entire book together. So look down below if you're on Amazon, grab our past books, but our newest book, we're in pre-order. Permission granted. That's what you're going to be hearing about today. And so I'm going to jump right on in. I have my authors here hanging out, and we'll talk a little bit more later on the stream about some of the books that you see there. But Lynn Lewis is going to be joining us right now. She is our first author spotlight. So put your hands together and welcome Lynn up to the stage. Hello, Lynn. How are you?
Hello, Sharvette. I'm well, thank you.
Oh, my goodness. So you are here as an author in Permission Granted, which is our 9th book collaboration. But tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Thank you for this opportunity to share. As you've heard, my name is Lynn Lewis, and I am a certified grief educator. I am a speaker and an author, and I am also the Chief Empathy Officer for Destined to Thrive Grief Services. And in that, I serve the adult population who have experienced the loss. Despite the loss, they are ready to move forward with life. And so I do that, as well as I do speaking engagements, talking to different audiences, large or small, because one of my missions, Sharvette, is to help us as a grief avoidance society get to know and learn and be okay with talking about grief, just like we talk about the weather or the latest movie. So that's a little bit about me.
Well, thank you so much. And certainly you are not a stranger to our platform or Amazon Live. You've been featured in some of our other books, which are down below for those that are with us on Amazon. And we see you. Good evening. We see you, Gwen. Good evening. Okay, so this chapter for Permission Granted, which actually you just kind of tippy-toed into that about this permission to talk about grief. And so how did you pull your chapter together? What was that process like for you?
So if I may, this is the 3rd book collaboration I've done. And I was just thinking about earlier today, actually, how this one was different from the others. And while my chapter is not about grief, but it is my grief journey that propelled me to give myself permission to live, granted myself permission to live fully.
Wow.
And so that's how it differed, because though I introduced my grief journey, it's more about how I just still, despite it, live fully. And I granted myself that permission. And so it was kind of, the work that I do is exhilarating. It's exhausting, but it is exhilarating. Yeah. So I had a little bit of fun just writing this chapter and kind of looking back over where I've come on this journey to where I am now. So it was different from the others, but one that I thoroughly enjoyed. And I'm looking forward to the feedback from our readers, not just from my chapter, but from everybody's chapter.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. And so can you share 2 quotes or sound bites from your chapter of Permission Granted?
Okay, micro bites, because I want you to read it for yourself. One of them is, excuse me, in that quiet moment, I decided that grief would not have the final word. That was the day I granted myself permission to live fully. I had no idea what that would look like or how I would do it, nor did I realize the magnitude of that bold declaration that I made and how it would shape my journey forward. Living Fully, which is the title of my chapter,
Yeah.
Living Fully did not happen all at once. It unfolded in small but powerful shifts. Permission to feel, permission to heal, to
Mhm.
hope, to offer hope to others, and to show up as a fuller version of myself. Each permission became a declaration that I would no longer play small in life, including how I grieved for my son.
Mhm. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. You left that's like a cliffhanger right there. And I know that
Yeah.
causes readers to want to read more. And so what would you say you want people to walk away with once they've read your chapter of Permission Granted?
Oh, Sharvette, I want people to walk away just realizing and recognizing that regardless of what they've been playing small about in their lives, regardless of what have happened, I just challenge them to give themselves permission, grant yourself permission to live fully. And that's not going to, it's a daily practice. So it's a daily practice. And so, as I've given myself permission to live fully, not perfectly, not pain free, but fully, a fuller version of myself.
Oh, wow. And look at you now. Like I think the first book you were in, Prepare for
Well,
Purpose, and now you sound like a New York Times bestseller talking here. And Prepare for Purpose is down below on Amazon. So those that are on Amazon, it's down below there. All right. Well, I am telling you what, how can those that are viewing kind of connect with you, stay connected with you?
oh, I would love to hear from you all. So, one way is to visit my website, which is Destined to Thrive griefcoaching.com. Always can email at destined to thrive at outlook.com. I am on Facebook under my name as well as Destined to Thrive. And on Instagram, I am Grief Coach Lynn. And also, I'm on LinkedIn under my name. So,
Oh, right.
let me hear from you.
There you go. Thank you so much for stopping by. I wish we had more time to chat, but
That's
thank you so
okay.
much for being an amazing co-author.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. All right. Listen, we're keeping it moving here. Again, welcome to Amazon Live. And this is Sharvette Mitchell, CEO of Mitchell Productions. And we are a marketing and professional development firm. And some of the things that we do, amongst other things, is we produce book collaboration. So you'll see books right there available already. But we're talking about an upcoming book, Permission Granted. Next up on the stage is the next co-author. Dana Wilson is joining us, also back by popular demand. So let me bring her on stage. Hello, Dana. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me, Sharvette.
Listen, so just to remind people, and the new people that are watching and joining us, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Dana Wilson. I am the CEO and Director of Hair Cares Inc. I'm a certified trichologist, a grid-based microlocks consultant, sister lock consultant, educator. I'm an author for the
Yay!
first time, yes. And
Yes.
so I support people who are experiencing hair loss and also coach hair care professionals who to be the first line of defense for their clients that are experiencing hair loss.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so you've been featured in some of our books before as well. And so, but for this chapter, Permission Granted, what kind of spoke to you, and how did you come about deciding what to write for this book?
So the name of my chapter is Holistically Free: How to Find Your Voice in the Grid. And like most of my chapters thus far, it's been a testimonial.
Yeah.
Truly. I've
Yeah.
had the opportunity to just do it on a grander scale, but it is about my life. And so in this particular chapter, I focused on the fact that I claim 2025 as not my non-resistant emancipation is what I named it. So I don't
Ooh.
do what do you call those?
Oh, resolutions and all the things.
I
Yes.
do themes, and it was
Mhm.
non-resistant emancipation. So I knew I needed to be freed up of some
Uh-huh.
places, people, and things, right?
Ooh,
Um,
that's
and
good.
I didn't want to resist them. right? And so I talk about in this chapter about some of the things that I went through and got freed up, gave myself permission to be freed up of some of these things. And that's not an easy thing to do.
No, not at all. Not at
right?
all.
So I claimed it, but
Yeah.
I can't say that I did it like running and jumping and everything.
Right.
There were some frustrations, but I do know that there's greater on the other side. I don't know what that other side was going to look like, but I gave myself permission to do that. So
nothing like freedom. And I'm seeing Rita Stewart saying, awesome. That's good. No, non-resistant emancipation. I see that over on Amazon. Absolutely. And so a sound bite. Can you drop a sound bite from your chapter?
God, I'm going to read an excerpt a little bit.
Yes.
God didn't just free me. He positioned me to free others. The women losing their hair, the practitioners seeking structure, the clients needing clarity, the mothers needing hope, the leaders needing encouragement. All of them were connected to the version of me that refused to stay small. Who is your yes connected to? Who is connected to your yes? Whose healing is attached to your obedience? What impact is waiting on your boldness? So although I share my story is like everybody else's story. We're going through some kind of trial or tribulation, right? And we're hesitant to move forward. We're afraid, but your yes is connected to somebody. Somebody's waiting for your yes so that they can get what they need to get from you and move forward.
Oh, that's so good. And somebody on Amazon is saying so good. That is so good. Thank you, Ashani. That is so good. And then that puts the weight that, kind of helps us when we want to get into that overthinking or does anyone need this? And all, it helps us to refocus. And so, wow. So after reading your chapter, what do you want people to walk away with?
Stop playing small. Somebody is truly connected to your yes. We're waiting. People are waiting on you to make that move so that they can learn and so they can grow. So if we could just concentrate on that, that makes it bigger, larger, and understand that who you are is a big deal. Right.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Permission granted from playing small to taking up space. Dana, how can they stay connected with you?
So you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all of the things at Hair Cares Inc. And then also go to my website, haircaresinc.com.
And you have an event coming up as well.
Yes, I do. Yes, thank you for that. Peace and Hair Growth Together Summit. It is June 13th and 14th. It is a 2-day summit all around hair growth. So please join us. Hair care professionals and clients who are experiencing hair loss and you want to get assessed, join us at that summit.
Join us. And you can also see other written work from Dana and Prioritize Your Potential, which is available right now on Amazon. Thank you. Somebody said great words on Amazon. So that's available right there. Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you, Dana, for putting pen to paper and reminding us and refreshing us on that people are waiting on our yes to help them with their yes.
Thank you, Sharvette.
Right. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. All right. We are keeping it moving here on Amazon Live. Talking to all of the authors that are in this new book collaboration, Prioritize Your Potential is right there on the page, but permission granted. And I know a lot of you connect with that. So coming up right now, Pastor Kathleen Moore. I am bringing her up right now. One of our co-authors. Hello, Pastor Kathleen. How are you doing?
Welcome and thank you, Coach Sharvette, our host. I am doing exceptionally well this evening. So good to see you on tonight.
Absolutely. And we are glad to have you here on Amazon Live and also backed by popular demand as well. We see the comments still coming in on Amazon. Thank you all over there. And so, yes. Thank you for that. If you are on Amazon, Kindle versions are available for the books that are down below. And so introduce yourself, tell the listeners and the viewers a little bit more about you.
Absolutely. I am so honored to be here. I am Pastor Kathleen Kim Moore, founder and Kingdom Business Strategist of Living the Dream Consultants, where we support entrepreneurs, ministries, and visionary leaders with structure, strategy, and clarity that they can build their God-given vision and build it in excellence. Living the Dream Consultants is a woman-owned consulting firm specializing in those facets with over 40 years of experience as well in the DMV area. LTDC provides trusted guidance and building mission-driven organizations.
Great, great, great. And how did you decide to work on this particular chapter?
Sure. This is my second co-author, and I appreciate the opportunity once again given by you to share. Actually, my chapter is the book theme, Permission Granted, from Playing Small to Taking Up Space, which is exciting. This chapter to me, it represented a very personal transition season in my life, from supporting behind the scenes to stepping forward fully into purpose. And the chapter, to me, it was more reflective, both reflective and healing for me. This writing came out of, is very sensitive as well. It came out of a season where I had to confront what it meant to stop shrinking small in environments that are no longer aligned with who I was becoming. I had to do soul searching. Who am I becoming? Losing a long-term corporate role became the turning point that forced me to trust God differently and to see myself differently. Instead of writing in this chapter from theory, I wrote from my experience. I dived right in, did a deep dive, soul searching through the transition, through the rebuilding, and stepping into what I now call holy confidence. Holy confidence. The chapter is really a true testimony of what it means when you're obedient to God and how it becomes louder than insecurity. So that's
good. Let what you hear become louder than insecurity. And so that's real good.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And so lived experience. So your chapter, lived experience there, and you're writing from that. Can you share a sound bite or something?
I have a couple of excerpts from my chapter I desire to share with the audience on tonight.
Yes.
One part is when God expands your capacity. Growth is uncomfortable, which we all do know, because it requires stretching. Growth requires stretching. And God reminded me that capacity expands through obedience. He had to remind me of that because sometimes in our natural, we want to stay in our own square or within a box. My confidence grew not because everything was easy, but because God met me in every challenge. I began coaching my clients, writing curriculum, and speaking with authority I once suppressed. When God expands you, he doesn't ask whether you feel ready. He's not going to ask you that. He's going to equip you as you walk it out. I learned to rely on his wisdom, his timing, and his strength. That is how capacity is built.
Ooh, that is how capacity is built.
That's I have another little small soundbite if it permits.
Yes, absolutely.
The other part I learned was embracing visibility without apologizing. Without apologizing, I'm sorry. Always want to be in that comfort mode. But this other part in my chapter, taking up space requires intentional mindset shifts. I used to feel uncomfortable with visibility, and this is a true transparency of me. I didn't want attention. I wanted impact. I wanted to make sure it was great. But I learned that impact requires visibility. You have to be seen. So you have to come out of that small thinking and small space and come out vibrant. You cannot influence what you refuse to face. You cannot lead from shadows. I had to stop shrinking in rooms God called me to stand boldly in. I stopped softening my voice. I stopped downplaying my expertise and experience. And I stopped apologizing for my anointing. Visibility is not about spotlight. It's about stewardship. So those are two excerpts out of my chapter.
Listen, come on. If you agree, if you're like, listen, I see hands coming up. Thank you, Monica. Yeah, impact requires a visibility. Thank you, Amazon customer. Come on, listen, look what the girls do on TikTok. Yes, clock it. That's so, and see, we expect nothing less than these nuggets from a preacher, because y'all know how to just come in, drop, and then like, wait a minute, I got to marinate on that. And what's so powerful is that my chapter is about visibility, and so how all of our chapters are kind of intertwined as well. And so I love that you bring that up. Oh wow! So when people finish, reading your chapter, Linda in the comments is saying awesome. Erica is saying, "Hey, Pastor."
Yeah.
Not in a derogatory. That's a loving way. What do you want people to walk away with after they've read your chapter?
I want our readers to walk away with an understanding that transition, whatever it is, whatever it looks like, is not punishment. We think, you're going to have those go through processes, but it's not punishment. It is preparation. It's preparing for your next. It's preparing that you already have the permission granted by the authority that God has given you to go forth in it. So don't shrink anymore. Expand, go up, broaden. So I want them to walk away vibrant. Yes, I have it. And go forth in the faith that God has already endowed in us. So
all right. That's it. Listen, how can viewers and listeners connect with you? Stay connected.
Sure. My website is my full name, www.kathleenkimmoore.com. You can find me on Facebook under my full name. I also have my business Facebook page, Living the Dream Consultants. I am on IG and TikTok under @IMKKimMoore. And also go and hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel, Kathleen Kim Moore. And I'll be glad to service anyone's needs. And I'm truly thankful for this opportunity again, Sharvette, to be a part of the collaboration.
Awesome. And we give shout outs to Bishop Patrina Stedman, who is watching and joining us as well.
Wonderful. Yes.
Thank you so much for being here and stopping by on this quick author spotlight.
Thank you again.
Thank you. All right. Welcome again. We're keeping it moving. Listen, Dr. Valarie Harris is coming up in 1 minute. She's coming up in 1 minute. So we want to remind you again, thank you so much for being here. I'm Sharvette Mitchell. I'm the CEO of Mitchell Productions, and Mitchell Productions is a marketing and professional development firm. One of the things that we do is work with our clients, our platform builder clients, and more to produce book collaborations. What is a book collaboration? That's when multiple people join together to write books. And we are listen, you're hearing about Permission Granted, which is the 9th book. However, all of our 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all of our other books are right here available on Amazon. They're available in Kindle format. You can look right down below. Yeah. I see you on Amazon. You can't leave from the shadows. That's so good, right? And so you can purchase literally like all of our past books, and we got some good books. So we're in pre-order right now for Permission Granted. You can't get it quite yet, but you could get Pursue, Chase Your Goals, and Run After Your Passions in Business, Life, and Leadership. Let me tell you, it's so good. Position to Pivot. If you are in a pivot, if you are in a place of transition, you absolutely need to get this book. And if you're saying, you know what, I know it's my season to prosper, you definitely got to pick up Prosper, a guide to flourishing in life, business, and career. So those are available right there. But let's keep this train moving about Permission Granted, our 9th book collaboration that's in pre-order. Let me bring Dr. Valarie Harris right now up to the stage. Listen, it's dangerous having 2 preachers back to back, but here we are. Hey, Dr. Val. Listen, Dr. Val, you are no stranger to Amazon, because how many books of your own on this platform?
I think I have almost 18 so far.
Look at that. Wow. So you can search her name on Amazon and check out her books right there. So, but let our viewers and listeners know a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Valarie Harris, but most people call me Dr. Val, and I'm the CEO of Stepping Out with Purpose, and I am the founder of a nonprofit called Harris Elevation Empowerment Incorporation. And for over 4 decades, I've served in education, helping students, discovering their potential. Today, I continue that same mission by empowering women leaders, educators, and women in midlife crisis or in transition of not knowing what to do, and to turn their life experiences into legacy, leadership, and impact. And I'm also an author, speaker, certified empowerment coach, business consultant, and visionary who believes every woman carries wisdom that the world needs. And my work focuses on helping them move from circling to uncertainty to stepping forward with clarity, confidence, and courage. So
come on.
Listen, and I tell them all the time on my show, you have greatness inside of you that the world needs. Stop sitting on that goal. Come on and let's move it, ladies. We got work to do.
Listen, permission granted, permission granted. And so how did you come up and start writing the chapter for Permission Granted?
Well, this time, usually I do an outline and try to be all special with it, but this time I didn't. I really started just reflecting on the various seasons in my life. And when I was sitting around waiting for other people to give me approval, telling me I did a good job and that type of thing. But that is not what we need to be doing, because in reality, God had already placed the calling inside of me. But I'm sitting there waiting for somebody else. And once I realized that, I said, oh, this is gonna stop, because our permission has already been granted. So my writing process included for me this time 3 different things. And the first one was just reflection. I look back over, like I said, the lessons that I was taught throughout my career, my faith, and my leadership journey. And then the revelation came when I asked myself, what message do women need to hear right now? And then the last one was responsibility. Once I realized the message was about giving ourselves permission to rise, I knew I had the responsibility to share my story. And so I wrote that chapter from a place of just trying to be truthful, giving encouragement, inspiration, and empowerment, so that any woman that read it would be able to feel seen and strengthened.
Yes, permission granted. I know y'all need to get a copy. And so, Dr. Val, can you share a cliffhanger, a little nugget from your chapter?
Yeah, I talked about how permission granted is the moment you stop waiting for validation and start walking boldly in the purpose that was already placed inside of you. And that your past was preparation, your experiences, they carry wisdom, and your story may be the very key that unlocks someone else's future. And that many women are waiting for permission to become who they were already created to be. And my chapter reminds them that permission has already been granted, and that your experiences are not accident. They are preparation for the wisdom that you are called to share with other women. So purpose becomes powerful when clarity replaces confusion, confidence replaces doubt, and courage replaces hesitation. We need to stop hesitating, move out, and do the things that God has called us to do for a time such as this.
Listen, I know you ready to take off. That's good. That is good right there. And Dr. Val, I think what's powerful and what readers will recognize is this book is almost a mandate. As we're listening, we're just into a couple of the authors. You're going to be hearing from the rest of the authors, but there's a mandate, and that there is not a permission slip that you are not waiting for a piece of paper. You got to come on. You got to come on here. Wow. Okay. So after they finish reading your chapter, what's the big takeaway you think for them?
My prayer is that women will walk away from this chapter with more clarity, have more courage and confidence. And I want them to realize 3 things: that their story matters.
Yeah.
Their voices have power. They no longer need to wait for permission to walk in their purpose. Because sometimes we as women, we stay stuck because we are circling in doubt, fear, and uncertainty. But this chapter is going to remind them that the permission they have been waiting for has already been granted. And now is the time to step up and step out on the goal that they've been sitting on.
All right. How can viewers and listeners connect with you and keep hearing all the great things you got? And you got an event coming up too. So
yes. In June 27th, ladies, please come on out here and join us. The name of the summit is Ignite Your Fire. Bridging the Gap with the Next Generation. And it's June 27th, and it's going to be at the Delta Hotel in Colonial Heights, Virginia. And I look forward to seeing all of you. And if they want to contact me, they can go to my website, www.steppingoutwithpurpose.com. They can also go to my YouTube channel, which is Stepping Out with Valarie Harris. And please listen, if you go there, please go ahead and like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to build the channel up. So I would love for you all to go and visit, do some binge watching, and like it, and give me some comments. And also, you can find me on LinkedIn as Dr. Valarie Harris. You can go to my profile page on Facebook and find me as Valarie Williams Harris. And on Substack, you can find me as Valarie Harris. And on Instagram, at Talk Time Val.
Listen, and I love that. And ditto, do all the things for me too as well.
Yes.
And so you can also, if you're like, oh, I like how she talking, you can pick up right now, Position to Pivot. This is one of the books that Dr. Val, right here on Amazon. This is one of the books Dr. Val is in. You'll see her lovely face. And so if you're like, oh, I need something right now, I can't wait for the pre-order, pick up Position to Pivot right here on Amazon. All right, Dr. Val, I'm telling you what. You are a firecracker. Can we share? And see, what I love about you is you snatch away any excuse about age. You snatch away any excuse about, well, that's for the young folk there, and that's for the young whippersnappers, and that's for the, you don't let no grass grow under your feet. Remind the people again, how many books you have under your
18
name?
books. I started writing my first book in 2019. Yes. And listen, I have about 436 videos, and it's because of Sharvette, you all, because when I got into her program, she challenged me to do live, and I'm like, what? And so listen, it's 436 videos since 2022 for the little old lady. I'll be 73 in August, and I just praise God because I'm trying to keep up with it. Okay, I'm learning all the things about the AI. Listen, I might be slow getting there, but I'm getting there. And
no, you a forerunner.
Listen, I'm not going to let nothing hinder me because God is too good. We have too much work to do. And so we have to be lifelong learners. So if you're not a lifelong learner, listen to me. You need to get up every day and learn something new. I get up every day and try to figure out something new. Okay.
Yeah. So good. So good. Well, thank you so much for stopping by Amazon Live. And we're so excited to have you in this book collaboration.
Amen. And thank you, Sharvette, for all of your love and all of your encouragement and how you build us up, how you help us. You are a blessing. Okay. I just want you to know that. And I love you.
I received that. Thank you. I love you too. Yeah. All right. I am telling you what, we are keeping it moving. Listen, Dr. Nina Copeland is going to be coming up in 1 minute. Thank you so much for being here with us on Amazon Live. Again, look down below. You can check out any of our past books. They are available. And if you're like, hey, I can't wait for Amazon Prime. I need to read something right now, right tonight. There is the digital ebook version. But you know what? Most of our books are also available in hardback. I love, y'all hear that? You hear that? I love a hardback. So of course you can get paperback, but it's something about that hardback that it just hits. So anyway, again, I'm Sharvette Mitchell, and this is being presented by Mitchell Productions, and we're keeping it moving here. Let me bring up to the stage now our next co-author in Permission Granted, which is our 9th book collaboration. Put your hands together for Dr. Nina Copeland coming to the stage. Hey, Dr. Nina.
Hello, how are you?
I am doing well. How are you doing today?
I am fantastic, and I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be here with you this evening.
Oh, we are honored. We are honored. And so let's talk and let's tell all of the viewers a little bit about you. Who is Dr. Nina Copeland?
Dr. Nina Copeland is a leadership development consultant, executive coach, and a retired military officer. I am the founder of Copeland's Coaching and Consulting, where I provide individual and organizational leadership training. I am passionate about helping leaders rediscover their identity, clarify their purpose, and lead with confidence. Ooh. Also, I am an international speaker and, of course, an author and a DISC behavior consultant. And I also host events as well. And I just recently had one, so I'm so excited about the success of that event.
Yes, 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 yes. And I am telling you, hands full, wife and kids and all that. So if they follow you on social, they're gonna get to get a taste of that. But in the mix there, you had an opportunity to be able to write. And I love your chapter, Transcend, becoming the woman you were predestined to be. So what was the writing process like for that?
It was absolutely amazing as I began to just really focus on transcend, like rising above limitations, the doubt, the old version of myself. When I just began to think about that and realizing that this is my season to, as Sierra say, level up. It was just time to level up and stop playing and stop shrinking, stop trying to be the old version of myself, releasing the shame, the embarrassment from the things that I have gone through in my life, and realizing that it was time for me to step out to become the woman I was destined to be. And so for me, writing this chapter was a release. It was a release. It was time to let go, as I said, let go of the things that were holding me in bondage. Yeah. So for me, writing this chapter, I was giving myself permission, giving myself permission to pursue the purpose that God has put on my life in 2026. And there was no excuse that was going to hold me back. Like, so this was unlocking, it was a release. And lastly, what I walked away with was a new sense of confidence.
So good. So good.
Yeah. It gave me the confidence I needed to just go out and pursue in 2026. It's about making it happen and not worrying about someone else's expectation or what their opinion is of me. It's about what God has given me, what I have inside of me, and the knowledge and the tools that I have to go out and be successful.
So good. And what I have discovered over, 8 book collaborations, and I'm featured certainly in the book as well, is that it's always powerful to me that what we write, perhaps to put out to the world, can come around the corner and bless us. So sometimes you'll look back at what you wrote, like that was good for me all by myself. So, can you give any nuggets from your chapter?
Yes. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to insert. I transcended the shadows that tried to swallow my identity. I rose above the ceilings that attempted to confine me. I stepped into rooms that once intimidated me. I spoke with clarity and showed up with the confidence of a woman who had finally found her true self. This is the truth every leader must embrace. You cannot rise into purpose while hiding from identity. You cannot step into destiny while shrinking to survive. You cannot lead boldly while living a quiet life. Your transition may have shaken you. Your silence may have protected you. You shrinking may not have kept you safe. However, when you transcend, you step into truth. You are created to walk in fullness, alignment, identity, and power.
That
your permission.
The
last part of that was your permission is granted.
Woo, that you gotta chew on that. That's either a ouch or amen. Let me capture a comment here. I see Lisa Shaw from Florida. Thanks for being here. Thank you for stopping on by. Thank you. Linda is saying so true. Yes. Awesome. And so I think that like you really got to say ouch or amen to yourself, like when you kind of hear that. And so what do you want people, and once they finish reading your chapter in Permission Granted, what do you want them to kind of walk away with?
Bottom, as they say in the military, bottom line up front is this: you no longer have to operate in survival mode. I want them to recognize who they are becoming, and that and just know that it matters. You don't have to perform. You just have to do the thing that you are called to do in your own voice. People want to hear your voice. And that was a big lesson that I had to learn for myself. And lastly, I want them to leave with clarity about their identity. I want them to have confidence in their voice and the courage to release what no longer aligns with their growth.
Oh, that's good. Transcend. Shout out to Erica, who is saying, yes, Dr. Nina Copeland. Amen. We see Tyreese McAllister has entered the chat as well. Shout out. Yes. Thank you, Heather A, for joining us over on Amazon. We see you. We see that. So awesome. So how can people stay connected and all of that and learn more about you and what you do?
So thank you so much for that. You can find me on my website at copelandcconsulting.com. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram at Copeland C Consulting. And also my personal Instagram is I am Nina Copeland. Right. You can use all of those different medium. Oh, and LinkedIn at Nina Copeland.
All right. Wonderful. And you have your own book. Is that available on Amazon as well?
It is. It's Polished by Pressure. And it's just talking about just like a diamond, it goes through so much in the shaping of it just to get to the brilliance. And it's just, it reminds us of life. We go through so much and we come out brilliant on the other side. We're still shining bright like a diamond. And so we don't let the things that we have gone through, the trauma and the adversity, determine our future.
All right. Well, they can check that out and connect with you. And thank you so much for being here and being a part of our author spotlight here on Amazon Live.
Thank you so much.
All right. You are welcome. All right. This is awesome. We're keeping it moving. Thank you so much for those that are with us over on Amazon and continuing to keep it locked in. Yes. Thanks, Heather, for being here. Let me tell you who you've heard from and let me tell you who's coming up. Let me tell you who we've heard from and who is coming up. So we kicked off the top of the hour here, or the top of the show here with Lynn Lewis. So you heard from her. You heard from Dana Wilson, Pastor Kathleen Moore. You heard from Dr. Valarie Harris. We just finished chatting with Dr. Nina Copeland. Coming up in a minute, you're going to hear from Dr. Raylene Ross. You're going to hear from Dr. Tyreese McAllister. Elisa Datcher is coming. Marcy Trueheart is here in the virtual studio. And then wrapping up the show and then Amazon Live is Dr. GiTonya Parker, all co-authors in Permission Granted, main title, subtitle, From Playing Small to Taking Up Space. Permission Granted is a compelling collection of stories, strategies, and advice from women leaders who chose to stop shrinking and to step into who they were created to be through honest reflections on leadership and faith and healing and loss and visibility and all of that. Each chapter really explores what happens when you give yourself permission. There is no longer need to wait for a permission slip. Permission has been granted. All right, which is a great segue to bring our next guest up. Dr. Ross is with us, coming live on the stage here. Hello, Dr. Raylene. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're excited to have you and excited to have you in this book collaboration. So tell the viewers and the listeners a little bit about what you do and all of that.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Dr. Raylene Ross, a licensed professional counselor, clinical consultant, mental performance consultant, an educator, author, and the founder of Living Your Truth Coaching and Consultant in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, and I love that you work with athletes.
I do. So I provide clinical services to not only clients in Maryland, North Carolina, and South Carolina, but I have over 20 years of experience in collectively mental health, athletics, leadership development. I really love working with athletes to help them, show up authentically who they are. Sometimes they're put in categories because they're athletes, to step outside of being an athlete and, being that female, being that male, being that son, that daughter, and just living the life that they desire. I thrive to help my clients show up bold, authentic.
Yeah.
And, I approach each individual to help build the gap between high performance and their genuine self-expression. So embracing their truth, building resilience, and leading their lives without apology.
Wow. Well said. Well said. And your chapter, Living Your Truth While Showing Up Authentically, Permission to Be You. You're the second chapter actually in the book at the beginning. And so what was the writing process like for you?
It was an interesting process. This journey actually had me clutching my pearls a lot because it was definitely relatable. Thinking about when I wake up in the morning, like who is showing up, like which person is showing up today. I challenge my clients to be the same person and not have to decide who's going to show up for the environment that they're in. So that was interesting because now I had to show up in an environment that I'm not usually in. I'm always behind the scenes, which I love. And so thinking about the early morning routines, like when you get out of bed, like who are you? Like, do you have to put on a mask? Do you take off that mask? And what does that mask look like? So the writing process definitely kept me a little grounded because not only from my experiences, but from experience working with a lot of individuals and the exhaustion of always having to perform. And whenever we keep performing, we slightly start losing who we are, right? And then those inconsistent, persistent voices that's not really helpful kind of shift us away from the truth, and the goal is to challenge those thoughts and come back to who you are. So the chapter was a journey for me. Name the problem. So the mask that we wear, understanding the cost of wearing those masks, and offering the permission to just live different and live as you are and have fun with it.
I love everything you just said. I mean, that's so good. And thank you for being transparent. I see your comment. I love the honesty around like how you're telling clients this, but it's like, oh wait, I gotta check. I gotta make sure I am on the end of that stick as well. And so, do you have one or two sound bites, one or two sound clips? Early morning routines can be tough at times. Yeah, that's a comment over on Amazon.
Yes, it can. I definitely agree with that. So I'm going to just read a little bit from the chapter, The Cost of Performing. Ooh. There's a different kind of exhaustion that shows from pretending all day and showing up for everyone else while slowly losing yourself. It's not satisfaction or the meaningful effort in your daily activities, but the weariness of self-betrayal. Every time you nod when you disagree with a decision, laugh at jokes that aren't funny, or shrink to fit spaces that weren't meant for you, you spend energy maintaining a fantasy that was never meant to last. Yet we continue to wear the mask that affects how others perceive us, and that perception impacts the authenticity within us. When wearing masks, we prioritize the comfort of others and spend time performing, but unfortunately, our authenticity suffers. The longer we perform, the farther we stray away from the truth, and the cost intensifies daily into anxiety, burnout, imposter syndrome, and physical fatigue.
We prioritize the comfort of others. Ooh, that's good.
And one line I wanted to leave is, your truth is powerful. Living in it is not just a choice, it's the foundation of your freedom.
Listen, when you're at the jazz lounge, what do? It's just like you just got a clap. Don't even feel right. You just snap your fingers. So good. And I'm telling you, this book, every chapter is so good. So when people finish kind of reading your chapter, what's a key theme or a thing that you want them to kind of walk away with?
So I want readers to understand that they don't need anyone's permission or approval to live their authentic life. And their authentic life isn't waiting on them, it's inviting them in. So just come on in, ladies and gentlemen. The world doesn't need a polished, perfect performance. It requires you to be real, thriving, and courageous. So at the end of the chapter, I have a permission slip. And so I'm going to leave everyone on the live with a few permission. So the first one is, You have permission to disappoint people who prefer the version of you that prioritizes their comfort over your truth.
Ooh.
You have permission to rest, to take a break and recharge. It's okay to pause and take care of yourself. You have permission to start over. And you have permission to celebrate yourself, your achievements, and your growth. You deserve to acknowledge your journey. And this is just a reminder that you already enough.
Already enough. From the chapter, Living Your Truth While Showing Up Authentically, Permission to Be You, Dr. Raylene Ross. We are so glad and excited to have you in this chapter. How can people connect with you and keep up with everything you're doing?
So yes, I'm trying to keep up with myself. So if y'all can catch me, let's roll. I can be found on website livingyourtruthcc.com, Instagram, Dr. Ross. Same thing as Facebook. Also Facebook, Living Your Truth Coaching and Consulting, and also Instagram at LYT_CC. And ultimately, I just want everyone to, focus on their mental health. That's something that I am very passionate about. I'm passionate about performance and development. Most days we are performing. And what does that look like? Well, we're doing a lot of preparation. And my goal, my theme is train your mind, lead with strength, and want you to thrive under pressure.
Oh, well said. Wrap that up nice in a bow. Listen, over on Amazon, some hearts coming up. Somebody said clock it. So we love it. We love that over there. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for being here. We're just excited for the viewers and the listeners to get their copy of Permission Granted in their hand. And you open up the book, chapter 2. Thank you so much for having me. All right, you're welcome. Woo, we are rolling on through. And again, as you're listening and listening to our upcoming book, the 9th book. Have I been saying the 8th? It's the 9th book, Permission Granted. That's in pre-order. However, there are books available for you right now down below. You know what? My very first book, and coming up next is Dr. Tyreese McAllister. She's going to be coming right up in 2 minutes. Our very first book collaboration, Propel, is available and legit. It's so good. Propel for emerging women in business and leadership. Check it out. Another one of the books that you'll see down below is called Pour, and this is really great. The Secret Effects of Giving and Serving in Business and Leadership. So if you have been in a place where you serve a lot, this talks about who pours into the people that actually serve. This is really, really good. Again, another one of our collaborations that's available for you right there on Amazon. Also, Pearls. This is a great collaboration. Wisdom and advice for emerging women leaders. And there is a chapter in here by L. Tomei Butler called "The Death of Cinderella." It's so powerful, so impactful, like legit. If you get the book just for that chapter, so powerful and impactful. Pearls, and Pearls is also available on audiobook. This is actually the only one that is available in audiobook. So you can check that out if you are an audio reader, or maybe you have some credits left and you're like, I need to spend some credits on your Audible account. Get Pearls. Sharvette Mitchell is the name you can look for. All right, let's keep it moving here as we are featuring our authors in Permission Granted. Coming right up to the mic, we are bringing up to the mic right now Dr. Tyreese McAllister is here, and hey girl, hey, listen, up here on the mic, up here on the screen. So Dr. Tyreese, how are you doing today?
I am amazing. Happy to be here. Happy to have listened to all the other authors. This is exciting.
Good. So let's introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hey viewers, my name is Tyreese McAllister, and I'm a licensed therapist. I'm a consultant, an author. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm committed to helping people heal through tenderness and truth. My work kind of sits at the intersection of emotional intelligence, trauma-informed, and faith.
Yeah.
That's me.
That is you. And so not a novice, not new to the author world. So how many other books and collaborations do you have under your belt? I know I'm putting you on the spot with that.
Well, I have a children's book. I have a journal coming out I have a coffee table photo book called Modern Proverb 31 Women. I have several other books, some other collaborations that I've done. I think I have a message and people need to hear it.
Yeah. And those books that you already have are available on Amazon. So all you got to do is look for Tyreese McAllister and you can find them. And so for permission granted, let's talk about your chapter and the writing process that you kind of went through and, decided like, what do I want to put in? And permission granted, removing the cape and embracing my humanity. How did you decide to write that chapter?
So I kind of wrote it in layers. I wrote it in raw truth. Right? Like I wouldn't want anybody to read it. It is just my truth. It's my diary. And then I refined the truth to make it digestible for the average person because the cape thing was really important to me from some lessons I had learned about being a strong woman. As a therapist, I'm consistently hearing people talk about, I'm trying to stay strong for this one or for that one, as if crying or even falling apart doesn't make you strong, because it absolutely does. So I want people to embrace their humanity.
Good, very good. And so can you give us a couple sound bites or a little sneak peek at your chapter?
Absolutely. The world often pressures us to don a mask of unwavering strength, but authentic strength emerges when we permit ourselves to be human, flawed, messy, and beautifully imperfect. That's one quote.
Ooh,
and I think people need to really be able to embrace that we all are a mess.
Yeah.
Comes in our lives. Like it just is what it is.
Right? We are all under construction, right? That tape, we are all under construction.
And when we're not, it should be because we've done what we needed to do. The second quote I like to share is, true strength doesn't lie in the absence of vulnerability. Rather, it resides in the courage to confront our emotions head on and embrace our humanity.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And I'm saying 100%. Somebody commented on Amazon, 100% agree with that. Yeah. And this cape, I want to go back to the cape because I feel, and as people are listening, you all can hear the intertwinedness of these chapters. And the beautiful thing about this process is, Dr. Tyreese, you don't know what Dr. Ross wrote, and you don't know, and Dr. GiTonya doesn't know what Dr. Val wrote, but they all kind of are synergized. And so I want to hear a little bit more about that cape, and just as you work with people and women, and men can read this too, we're not alienating men, but where do you think that comes from, that people feel like they got to be superwoman, superman, and put the cape on?
I think it's sometimes historical trauma that we have to have this front. And even if it's not a cape, it's a St. John suit. It's a fur coat. It's the car we drive. Like we have to be what we're not really, right? Like instead of just existing and being good enough, just on showing up. Like when I show up, I'm already everything God made me, which means I'm enough. And I had to really learn that, because I was told to be this way, do this, that, not do that. And not that those things aren't, they do have a place. Yeah. However, I'm just Tyreese, and sometimes I blow it. So the whole thing of perfectionism, I tell people all the time, perfectionism is a trauma response. I don't have that issue. Sometimes I am just good enough.
Ooh, listen, you stepping your toes into book number 10 and you didn't even know it. So y'all stay around for the after party. Stay around for the after party. We're gonna give you an 8-second. We're gonna give you an 8-second preview. But yeah, you stepping your stepping toes into chat and the book 10. And so, that's so good. And it's so good that you broke that down, like a St. John suit or different things that people kind of feel like, oh, well, that doesn't qualify.
Or the Bohemian weave, right? The Bohemian weave, because sometimes, look, sometimes it's just a stocking cap, okay? And braids, some set it off braids. Like it just is what it is. And no matter how I show up, that I am everything God made me, and none of the extra stuff, the lashes, the lipstick, none of that stuff is really who Tyreese is at the core. And I got to be comfortable with her. And I give myself permission to be who I am at all times, dressed up or not.
Yeah.
Not saying I ain't going to have a St. John suit. I'm going to have a St. John suit.
Right, right.
With or without it. I'm sorry.
Right. How can people connect with you, stay up to date on everything that you're doing?
www.tyresemcallister.org. I am on Instagram, Tyreese McAllister. I'm at Facebook, Tyreese McAllister, or you can do Facebook. For women, please join us on the Modern Proverb 31 Women.com. That's Facebook. And then LinkedIn, I'm at Tyreese R. McAllister.
Awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. And what do you want people to walk away with? Kind of like if you summarize from your chapter, like what's the key thing you want them to walk away with?
You have permission to stop shrinking. You have permission to stop surviving. Surviving is not sexy. We are going to fall apart, but we build ourselves back up, and we are resilient people. Women are amazingly resilient, and I don't even want to get into the Black girl magic and resilience. I want you to really be able to step into who you are authentically, because that's where you thrive. That is really where you thrive. So permission to step into the fullness of who they were created to be, because everything that we are here for is to give God glory.
Yes. And so we can't leave without just make it, because this is available here on Amazon. This is available here on Amazon. So the Modern Proverbs 31 Woman coffee table, beautifully done. You're gonna see my picture in there. This is available on Amazon. And so just real quick, talk to them about this amazing book project and coffee table project that you put together.
So it's an anthology of sorts, but it's a picture book, and each woman is beautifully photographed to show what they look like, all made up. But on the page, you read about who they really are. You read about the grit and the grime, because all of us have a story. And I remember hearing this many years ago: without a test, there's no testimony. Yeah. So in order to do great things, you got to get to the root. To what's raw and what's real. So I want to give everybody permission to be able to do that. And when you do that, you can hear from God. When I stopped worrying about how I looked and what people thought, I was hearing the voice of God instead of the voices of other people. So check that, because that's real stuff. God has been moving in my life. I'm so grateful and so thankful for that I did not have to get to my grave to be able to hear the voice of God. And so I'm grateful for you, Sharvette, for participating and for giving not only me, but so many women an opportunity to be seen for who they really are and how you serve women. I would be amiss if I did not just take time to thank you for all that you do. Thank you.
Oh, you are quite welcome. Thank you. And then there's a comment over on Amazon Live. Sometimes I am good enough as I am. So I think that's
sometimes.
Yeah,
that's sometimes.
All the time. Hashtag good enough all the time. Yes. Ulika Kimber is here in the audience, one of our co-authors, and she is saying amen. Well, thank you so much for being a part of Permission Granted, our upcoming 9th book collaboration in pre-order, but certainly they can grab books that you have already produced here on Amazon. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, amazing. I know at this point you're like literally purchasing Permission Granted. One chapter is worth, like, legit, like if you picked it up and read one chapter and put it down, it's worth whatever you paid for the paperback or the hardback. I'm just going to say that right out. And I feel that way about all of the books that we have here on Amazon. Every single book that is here, like literally each chapter, the book is worth it alone. But you're not going to stop there. You're going to keep on reading. So kind of, if you're not familiar with book collaborations or anthologies, let me put you in the mind of like Chicken Soup for the Soul. That is an example of an anthology where you get different perspectives and different stories and different angles. And so that's what I love about it. And you got to admit, like a lot of times people's attention span is short. So it kind of feels good and how many books do you pick up, put down? Listen, I could turn my camera, show y'all all the books we have over here, and you pick up books and put them down. But what I love about an anthology or a collaboration is you can read one chapter and have a sense of accomplishment. Like, okay, I have a start and a finish. I kind of close that there, and then I can move on to the next thing. So thank you so much for being here. We've got some more authors coming up for you to meet. You're going to be hearing from Marcy Trueheart. You're going to be hearing from Dr. GiTonya Parker is coming up here on Amazon Live. Thank you so much again for being here and for your comments. Let me go through some of the comments. We see the hearts, we see the love. Yes, learn something new every day. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for those that have just started following on Amazon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And those that are with us in our simulcast areas, thank you for being here as well. I'm seeing some comments. Amen. Truth. Love it. Go girl. I love the honesty. Wow. All of that is coming. Level up. All of that's coming up. Well, listen. I'm going to go ahead. I'm early, but I'm going to go ahead. If Marcy's okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring Marcy up on the stage. Marcy is one of our co-authors in this book collaboration. And I'm telling you, you are going to enjoy her chapter. Marcy Trueheart is with us. And I give myself permission to live again. That is the title of her chapter. So we're going to go ahead and bring her on up. Marcy, welcome to the stage. Hey, girl. Hey.
Thank you.
Listen, thank you. I apologize on screen that we were trying to get the link to you, so you made it. And so thank you. That charge.
And I want to thank my sisters. And this is what I love about this collaboration. My sisters had me.
Yeah.
I sent out an SOS, and I got a text. Here you go. So that is one thing about when we get together, we will always make sure we're good. So I love that about us.
All right. I love that. So let's introduce the world to Marcy Trueheart. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and all that.
Oh, Marcy Trueheart. So I'm God's favorite daughter. I'm a podcaster, MC, community activist. I'm a belly dancer, business partner. I'm a woman of faith serving in multiple ministries. I'm a divorcee. I'm a sign language interpreter. Baby, I'm a bedroom candy consultant. And I'm a yaya to my wonderful grandson. But above all, I am a woman who made a decision to stop shrinking, and start showing up fully in every space that I walk into.
Whoa. And so that's why we have you in Permission Granted. And you've done other projects as well. And so as I was just transitioning from, because so those that are like, let me point to the right. This is Marcy here on the back. So this is a great joint collaboration with Tyreese, Dr. Tyreese and Marcy as well. So in the book world, but tell me how you decided to pull together this chapter that you submitted for our book, Permission Granted.
So of course, it was a very interesting introduction. We were at the photo shoot for the Modern Proverbs 31 Woman, and Tyreese, which shout out to Tyreese, she was talking to you, and the next thing I knew was, come here, we need to talk to you. I was like, what did I do? Right. Like, my God. But when you were telling me about this project, God had instantly downloaded into my spirit, because I'm also an affirmation installer. So what I do is I teach people how to use luxury words. And I had to come from my brokenness to where I am now, installing affirmations. And God he was like, come on now, this is what you're called to do. So instantly, as soon as I was asked, God was downloading what I was going to say. And I'm so grateful for that.
Yes. And so that's what I love about your chapter, that is heavy with affirmations.
Yes.
And so I could see your chapter being something like a book somebody would keep going back to, because it's like, I need to read these affirmations like every day or every week or what have you. And so so how did you, so that you got the download to like have like, I want to speak to the women or men through affirmations. And so can you share a little bit or any nuggets that would entice the listeners related to your chapter?
So when I was writing it, like I said, I went from brokenness to being in a space where, like, this is my second book launch in this month.
Yeah.
So, and when God says, daughter, you are not done yet. And when he said that, it was just like, oh my God, it's so much more for me to see. And I think one of my greatest affirmation is I grant myself permission to grieve, to heal, to smile, all in the same breath. All in the same breath. So just waking up the goddess in me, waking up the femininity in me, waking up my worth. And like I said, I was a divorcee, building myself back to being like, not the old Marcy, but baby, this Marcy here, oh, woo, yes.
It's something new. It's something different. It's something. So you're writing, speaking to others, but then I'm sure, like I said a little while ago, it turns around and blesses you all over again, right?
Yes, when you said it, because I went back and I read some and I was like, whoa, that was some good stuff. And just always a reminder. I think my chapter, like you said, you will go back to always a reminder of your greatness. Because sometimes we slip. And like the young lady said, show up as myself sometimes. No, baby, we show up as ourselves all the time in our perfect imperfection. But when you go back to my chapter and you read some of these affirmations, it's just like, oh, wait a minute. Let me straighten this back up. Let me hold this head up a little bit more. And remember that first of all, greatness is my birthright.
Yes.
And that's what we need to remember. Greatness is our birthright.
Yeah.
So, yes.
And that's what I love in affirmations. So, some people say, is that woo woo? Is that, but there's scientific, there's some scientific backing of that if you speak it and keep saying it, that your body and your actions then will come in alignment with what you have been saying. So just want to drop that in for people like, do they work? Do they not work? There's scientific studies that say you start then acting and coming in alignment with what you say.
So what I am, when I first started affirmations, I was writing affirmations. I was writing them and I actually didn't believe them. But what I am living in the manifestation of my affirmations. I'm living that I am God's favorite daughter when I didn't believe that. I am living that when I walk into the room, the atmosphere shifts. I believe that. Even when I didn't believe it, I wrote it and I said it. But now I see. I see when I affirm myself, God shows me, and this is why you my favorite daughter. And people was like, no, I'm his favorite daughter. We all his favorite daughters.
Right.
Come on, sisters. We all his favorite
we
daughters.
all the favorites.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And so as a summary, what would you say would you want people to walk away with, after they read your chapter?
Speaking luxury words over your life until the heart believes them. May you walk in your goddess energy, healed, holy, and whole. Very
good. How can people connect with you and find you online?
Well, you can connect with me on IG on marcy.moments, and on Facebook, I'm Marcy Patrick Trueheart. You can connect also with me. You can email me at thursdaytherapy1 at Gmail. And of course, please go to the Modern Proverbs Woman page on Facebook page and connect with us there.
Wonderful. And again, it is also available here on Amazon, the Modern Proverbs 31 Woman, which you will find me in here as well. I didn't mention that earlier. Thank you, Marcy, so much for being here and being a part of Permission Granted.
Thank you so much.
All right. Awesome. We are keeping it moving. Listen, 2 more authors are coming up. Listen, I have Elisa Datcher is here in the green room. You're going to be hearing from her chapter, From Trauma to Triumph, and then a good anchor rounding it out, finishing it out. We have Dr. GiTonya Parker that's going to be coming up, Permission to be Seen. overcoming invisibility to self to step into true visibility. So let's go ahead and bring up to the mic Elisa Datcher, who you will find in Permission Granted. Welcome to the stage. Hey girl, hey, how are you?
Hello, I'm amazing. How are you?
I am doing well. First of all, we are so excited to have you in Permission Granted. And but before we jump into that, I'd love for you to share a little bit about yourself and just let our listeners know who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Elisa Datcher. I'm a veteran entrepreneur and I'm a resident in counseling. And I really focus on helping women move from survival mode into a place of healing and actually thriving in their lives. A lot of my work is around identity, self-awareness, and helping people break out of patterns that they didn't even realize they were rooted in past experiences.
Yeah, so good. And that is interlaced with some of the other things that the co-authors have said. So this, we couldn't have planned this any better. And so your chapter, so when you found out, okay, I'm going to be in Permission Granted, how did you start kind of thinking about, okay, what is it that I want to share in my chapter?
So when I really started thinking about what I wanted to write about, I realized I wanted it to be really personal for me. I didn't sit down like, let me write something perfect, because there's no such thing.
Right.
It was more for me like, let me finally tell the truth without filtering it. And I think that's what makes my chapter powerful, because it's not just my story. It's also giving people a way to understand their own and actually move forward.
Yeah. And can you share a nugget or two or excerpt from your chapter?
Yes. So something I say in the chapter that really stands out is you are allowed to let your trauma be your teacher, not your cage.
Ooh, say that again.
You are allowed to let your trauma be your teacher, not your cage.
Oh, that's so good.
And I think, and the reason that I really took this particular quote out is because so often we allow our past to keep us held captive. Like it doesn't allow us to really live our authentic self. It doesn't allow us to really live the lives that we envision for ourselves, because we are letting the past define us.
Powerful. I see a comment coming in. Powerful. Let go. I see somebody saying, yeah, that's so bad. And the cage part, I think that is so, because a lot of times people just don't know what to do with the trauma and don't know, and I love that you said, well, you can learn from it, but don't let it be there to hold you. I was watching SUV, Law and Order, SUV one time, and the young lady had experienced some traumatic things, and it was at the end of the show, and they had caught everybody. So now she can go on and live her life, and she was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. And the actor, I don't know which one, said, hey, you survived the trauma. You can survive. You can make it in the healing. You in the healing section now. It's like you survived that. And so good. Any comments around that?
So I think that's the pivotal point for a lot of people, is when they start to realize that not only does a trauma not define them, but it can actually give them the power they need, which, represents my journey. Another quote that is really important for me is, I no longer need anyone's permission to be whole. And I think that's when everything shifts. When you really start to realize, I don't need anybody else to tell me that I'm whole, that I need this piece to be whole. When you stop waiting for someone else to validate your healing, to validate who you are, and you decide that you're already worth it, that's when everything shifts for you.
Everything. And listen, you can't see, I can see the other co-authors in the back. I see Pastor Kathleen, like she back. I see her waving her hand in the back. She's like, that's good right there. That's good right there. Look, we see you on Instagram. We see you on Amazon Live, but that's good. That's so good right there. And so did you have any other quotes you wanted to share, or in any kind of like final thing you want people to walk away with once they read your chapter?
So what I really want people to walk away with when they read my chapter is that they are not what happened to them. A lot of us are still living based on survival patterns that we built to be able to survive the storms that we weathered. And, it's how we learn to cope. protect ourselves or make sense of the things that didn't make sense at the time. And we don't even realize that's what we're doing. But you actually have the ability to shift that. You can give yourself permission to heal, to grow, and to become a completely different version of yourself than your past has said you were.
Ooh, and Dr. Ross is commenting, that's right. Elisa Datcher, we are not our experiences. Linda is saying that is real. That is real. Monica on Amazon threw some hands up. Absolutely, absolutely. Wow. Any final comments or thoughts or anything else you'd like to say related to your chapter, which happens to be when you all purchase the book, her chapter is the 4th chapter, From Trauma to Triumph in Permission Granted. And we'd love to also let you share how people can stay connected with you and all of that too.
So if anything resonated with you, like if you are stuck in this healing pattern or actually this trauma pattern, and you're like, how do I get unstuck? Or you feel like you're in a space where you're ready to shift from survival to thriving, then you can reach out to me on Facebook, Elisa Datcher, LinkedIn, Elisa Datcher. You can go to my website is vet2momsolutions.com. And again, I share a lot of content on my social media platforms about healing, about growing. Because I'm in that season. I'm in that season of self-discovery. I'm in the self-love. And so now that I'm in that season, I want to help other women find that same season, and hopefully sooner than I did.
Yeah, so good. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for an amazing chapter. And we're just excited that you are a part of the book project.
Thank you. I appreciate you and all the other co-authors so much. I love nothing more than being around powerful women who uplift each other. Nothing better.
Nothing better. And co-author Dr. Tyreese is saying healing season. I love this. I love this. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lisa, for stopping by.
Thank you.
Right. So Permission Granted. I'm seeing that Permission Granted is in pre-order right now. It is not on Amazon yet. You can get it from any of the authors that appear. It will be there. Give us a little bit more time. It will be here, I should say. So thank you for that question. So it's coming, but but you can, in the meantime, check out some of our other books that are available that are absolutely powerful that you'll see down below on Amazon. So prioritize your potential, pursue, chase your goals, and run after your passions in business and life. Pour, the secret effects of giving and serving in business and leadership. And so you'll find those. To prepare for purpose, your invitation to the next level. And let me say this, you've been invited to the next level. It is up to you whether you go. It is up to you whether you go. All right. So listen, y'all, we dance to the anchor coming up in a minute. Dr. GiTonya Parker is our last author spotlight. So at this point, depending, I don't know if you popped in and popped out, this is our last co-author. So we have introduced all of the co-authors. I am the visionary author, so you've met all 10 of the other authors, and Dr. GiTonya Parker is coming up. Her chapter is the opening chapter of the book, Permission to be Seen, Overcoming Invisibility to Self to Step into True Visibility. You're going to be hearing from her in just a moment. And again, Permission Granted is the main title. In pre-orders, going to be on Amazon soon, but we invite you to check out the other books that are there. And we thank you for being here. If you've been here the whole time, thank you. If you just popped in, no problem. If you are listening to this sometime in the future, thank you so much for being here with us on Amazon or our simulcasted locations. I am Sharvette Mitchell. I am the CEO of Mitchell Productions, and Mitchell Productions is a marketing and professional development firm. And this is one of the things we do is create and publish books with our clients. This is our 9th book collaboration. We do have a number 10 that's coming out in the fall. If you stay for the after party, I'm going to give you an 8-second. It's going to be good. Don't move. I'm going to give you an 8-second little commercial for it. But we are so honored to work with amazing clients, and the Platform Builder program is one of our service offerings you can learn more about. You might be here and connected because of the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. We also do one-on-one consulting for marketing, and that's all focused on small business owners or nonprofit leaders and the like that are looking to throw a spotlight on what they have to offer. And so we work with you on your marketing marketing, your visibility, and your branding. All right, coming up now, last co-author spotlight here on Amazon Live. Coming up, Dr. GiTonya Parker, who got a party going on in the back. Hey,
let's go. Let's go, everybody. Hello, it's me. Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm the 11th author in this all-star team, so I'm excited to be here with everybody. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? Let's go.
I love this energy. Let's go. I've been seeing you in the green room, and you've been hyped. You've been hyped
the whole time. Everybody is so amazing. These chapters are in alignment. Yes. And I am so excited about it.
Yes. And again, you all don't know what the other one is writing.
That's amazing.
That's divine how they are connected like that. And so before we get ahead, let's let the people know who you are, what you do, all the things.
Hey, listen, I am GiTonya Parker, the proud founder and owner of Granted. And Granted is a grants management solutions company focused on delivering solutions and services to nonprofit organizations, small businesses, and small to mid-sized HBCUs, ensuring that they are prepared, positioned, and funded. That's who I am. I am your grants management solutions cheerleader. So I'm excited to be here with the Sharvette Mitchell of Sharvette Mitchell Productions. This is an exciting time. Listen, permission is granted.
Yes,
so we are excited.
Listen, permission slips have been written. You getting love already.
Come on, everybody.
Amazon. Let's go. Excitement. Let's go.
Let's go.
And so, and I just want to just stick this here. This is not like you are not the little. You are not one of the little people on Instagram just saying you know how to do grants. No, you've got 25. You've got how many years?
30 years.
30 plus years.
30 years in this game.
Managing multi-million dollar
successful grant writing.
We just have to let them know. It's TS.
Let them know.
So how did you decide what was the writing process for you for this chapter?
Sure. This process reminded me a lot of grant applications and how you prepare to write for grant funding. So it is very purpose-driven. It is mission-driven. It is relatable. It is about making sure you understand who you are when you are writing, especially when you're writing for yourself. Now, for other people, it's also about knowing your audience. So I thought a lot about the audience. Who is going to read this message? How will I convey this message? I want the words to leap off the page and into your spirit. So I thought about who was reading, and I also thought about myself. Listen, what you're going to read in this chapter, you're not going to believe, because you know me as being loud and crazy and a cheerleader for everybody. But guess what? I was invisible to myself. So I wrote this about me, all the different segments of my life where I felt like I was playing in the background, playing too small. And I am energy, but I was playing behind the scenes. So listen, it's time for me to come forward. It's time for you to come forward. So I wrote this with those people in mind.
Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah.
Can you give us a excerpt or any sound bites that
Sure. Yes, I'm going to read like the first paragraph.
Yes.
So it says, for a long time, I felt being visible. I felt being visible, but I was invisible. Let me clarify. I didn't call it that. I told myself I was being humble, being supportive, letting others shine. I convinced myself that serving and showing up
All right. I think we have a little bit of a delay.
I kept an overwhelming to-do list. Okay, overwhelming to-do list with tasks beyond my capacity, with no real boundaries. I was the yes girl, known for being resourceful, relatable, and personable, a true people pleaser, masking my feelings of abandonment, forgiving, loving, securing. I smiled, I showed up, and I served. That's what I want to leave you with.
And that is the opening.
That's the opening. Yeah. So I was there for everyone else, but not there for me.
And listen, I see some people I can see in the back. Look.
Yeah.
I can see. And I know that there are going to be a lot of people who will resonate with that. Somebody in the comments, Elisa says she is the GOAT. So I know that there are going to be people who open up. And so that's why we're opening up the whole book with your chapter.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And so, so what other things you would say I want somebody to walk away when they finish reading my chapter? What do you want people to walk away with?
I want people to walk away with a 3-prong mentality. And those 3 prongs are: you are the right person at the right time for the right opportunity. If you can't answer yes to those 3 prongs, take a moment to do a self-check-in. Take a moment to ask yourself, why am I not the right person at the right time? Why is this not the right opportunity? But make sure you answer those 3 prongs. I want you to also leave with what you are looking for is also looking for you. So look for the things that are in alignment with who you are and who God has called you to be. So I want you to leave with knowing that permission is granted to those that know exactly what they have been called to do. Now, it takes time to understand your call, but when you get it, move forward. Be in alignment with who God has called you to be.
Listen, marching orders right there.
Listen, come on, march on in.
Boy mom here. Boy, that sounds like boy mom energy.
Come on, but yes. Boy mom. Yes, 2 athletes. Listen.
Yes.
Always performing for others. Always performing for others. Like Dr. Ross said.
Yeah.
Their mental health is just as important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How can people connect with you? How can people, learn more about what you got going on? And I know when I said grants, that was some people were like, wait,
hold on now.
Hold on. What they say again now?
Exactly. Listen, y'all can find me on Facebook. That's the safest place to find me. I am on Facebook at Dr. GiTonya Parker. I also have a business page on Facebook, Granted with Dr. Gi. In both spaces, you can look at my bio and about page or about section, and you'll be able to find my website, find my LinkedIn, you'll find my social media platform. So Facebook is the first space. It's the first stop for you. And then from there, you can find me everywhere.
You can listen. Wonderful. Listen, Lisa Williams said, watch your voice, Dr. Gi. You sounding mighty preachy.
Listen, don't start no stuff. Don't start it, Lisa.
Thank you, LaShawn Green over on Amazon. Someone saying, God is calling you. Let's go forward. Carletta, thank you. Let's go forward. Something you said sparked something. I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and the gentleman was asking the lady, was she, dating or trying to, date or find somebody? And she said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm being matched.
Come on.
So she was like, I recognize the place that I'm in. I'm not just like Willie. No, he's matching. He's matching me. And so I just came to mind when you said what you're looking for is looking for
also
you.
Looking for you. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. It's alignment.
Yeah, it's alignment. Anything else you want to share with? We're going into after party in 1 minute. But Penny McPherson, thank you so much for being here. I see your comment coming on in from Simplicity, Virginia, and she said, "On target. Love the chapter title. Permission granted. We need we need a t-shirt. We need some merch, right? We need some merch.
We do need some merch. We do need some merch.
We're gonna work on that. We need some.
Let's work on that.
We're gonna work on that. Any final comments? I don't want you to move, but Amazon Live, we're gonna be wrapping up with you, and then we're going into a couple of the co-authors are still here. So y'all that's in the green room, don't move, because I'm gonna bring you back on camera. Bring you back on camera. Hint, hint. I'm gonna bring you back on camera.
You're ready, y'all.
Yes, LaShawn Green over on Amazon. What is looking for you is looking. What's looking for me is looking for you. Thank you so much. Thank you again for those that have been on Amazon Live with us for our just feature around permission granted. Again, it's in pre-orders. You can certainly be a part of the pre-orders from if you're connected to any of the authors. If you are new to us on Amazon, just kind of watch our page. It'll be here, or you can go grab any of our other 8 books, 8
all the books.
Yes, all the books that we have pulled together and compiled. Well done. Thank you, Lisa, on our team. I think that's our Lisa Williams, I think, on our team is saying well done, all of the co-authors. We're going to say goodbye on, thank you for listening. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. This was amazing. I agree, right?
Yeah.
This was like
Yeah, I
our
agree.
Oprah Life class, all of the authors. So we're going to say goodbye on Amazon. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are on YouTube, come to the after party. Facebook, hang out. We on the after party. All right. Bye, Amazon Live. We'll see y'all later. All right. We're wrapping up on Amazon Live now. All right. It is live. It's published. So if somebody is like, oh, I missed a part of it, wherever you are watching, you can go back and check it out. And now we can show some comments on the screen. We in the after party section. So claps are coming on in. But Dr. Jai, hold right there. And I've got, let me bring, before I bring the authors that are here back up, because we're doing a little quick after party.
Okay.
I have to, I hope this don't come in. Hold on one second. I promised y'all an 8-second preview. This is kind of like the movie theater. When you at the movie theater and the movie theater is saying, we got previews that's coming. Now I'm trying to bring it in. Okay.
Movie theater, but they cost me my marriage.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, I gotta get it. I gotta get it right. Okay, so this is an 8-second preview of our 10th book, which will be out fall, early winter 2026. It is called The Perfection Lie. And here is an 8-second commercial. And it's different than any of our other books. I'm gonna give y'all 8 seconds. Okay, here we go.
And performance were everything, but they cost me my marriage. Perfection is a heavy burden to carry alone.
Maybe I've been lying to myself this whole time.
All right, that's it. That's all you get. You only gave you 8 seconds.
That's all we get.
You only getting 8 seconds. And we're going to talk more about it. Let me capture this and let me bring everybody else back up. Yes, Dr. Jai is in Richmond. Let me bring all the other authors back up to the screen so people can ask questions. So we got Dr. Tyreese.
We'll talk more about it. Let me capture this and let me bring everybody else back up. Yes, Dr. Jai is in Richmond. Let me bring all the other authors back up to the screen so people can ask questions. So we got Dr. Tyreese. We'll talk more about it. Let me capture.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're in the after party here. So co-authors, and some of them certainly had to jet, but awesome, like amazing. How do y'all feel after hearing some of the other people? Because y'all at this point, y'all don't know what the other chapters are. So how do y'all feel after hearing this?
I'm excited. I can't wait to read everybody's chapter.
Same here. I can't wait. This is exciting.
Awesome. And so can we do a round robin? Because I do see a question of where is everybody located. So Dr. Jai, can you tell like where you're located?
Absolutely. I am in Richmond, Virginia. So you can find me in Richmond. If you live here, listen, reach out. We can meet up.
All right. Tyreese, Dr. Tyreese, where are you?
I am in the DMV area, but I travel.
She travels. Great. Pastor Kathleen, where are you? Oh, and you might be on mute.
I am in DMV and I do travel. Absolutely.
All right. Marcy, where are you?
And of course, I am in the DMV area. And yes, I do travel.
All right. Elisa, where are you?
I'm also in the DMV, Northern Virginia area, and I do travel as well.
All right, great. Dr. Val, where are you?
I am in the Petersburg area, and I do travel as well.
All right. And Lynn, who kicked us off, who was the forerunner, who got the party started. Lynn, where are you located?
I'm in North Chesterfield, which is right outside of the city of Richmond proper. Have car, and we'll travel virtually or physically.
All right. And then last but not least, Dr. Ross, where are you located?
I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, and I I'm a worldwide traveler.
There we go. There we go. Worldwide. So we are just so excited that you all were here. So I want to do a round robin. I won't hold y'all all night, but I'm going to go around. I'm going to start with Dr. Ross and go back around. And just kind of as you were listening, either one aha or just one thing you would drop with the one kind of final thing you would say with the audience. Let's do that. Either could be an aha that you heard from some other author or something that you would like to leave with the audience. And we're starting with Dr. Ross.
I would say for me is the journey that we're on, celebrating the journey. There's a journey in everything. And I know for each chapter, the journey may be represented differently, but we're all on that journey and have fun.
And have fun. Let me make y'all let me make sure the person that's speaking is a little bit bigger. So great. So hold on then. So she probably so wait 1 second. She's like, wait, okay, let me just stick to these. So thank you, Dr. Ross. Lynn, any final comment, observation that you would say?
I just gotta say, I'm not feeling great. This pollen has really gotten to me. Y'all can probably tell by my voice.
Yeah.
And I had not planned to stay the whole night because I just want to go put my head on the pillow. But everybody, when Dana on through the last person that spoke was so intriguing. And I'm going to read the book, but I just wanted to hear it myself live.
Yeah.
So I love these collaborations. And yes, just permission granted. Have granted ourselves permission to live fully. But I think we've tonight have granted each other, reminded each other that, hey, just live and live fully.
Live and live fully. Well said. And those that are viewers, if you know any of the co-authors, June's Uncle Hey Tiger, Uncle June Bug says hello. Who is that for? Oh, okay, I love that.
Tiger is my nickname.
Oh, okay, Tiger. Okay.
Name.
This is the after party, so anything can happen at the after party. So viewers and listeners, go whoever you're connected to. If you know somebody on the screen, the links, the graphics are on their page, so you can pre-order. I couldn't say that on Amazon. You can pre-order from them on their page. Dr. Val, final comment or any observation? Oh, and you might be on mute.
I just love being a part of the collaborations with various women and to show the power that we have to be able to work together as women. And just knowing that all of our voices together are very impactful because someone out there in the audience needed to hear everything that we've said tonight. And it just blessed me just to sit back and just listen to you ladies and to just be a part of this group because your stories carry wisdom, like I said, and your voices have power. And so it's our responsibility to encourage other women to step up and step out of their comfort zones and knowing that they don't have to get permission because the permission has already been granted.
All right, mic drop. All right, Elisa, any final comment or any observation?
I definitely want people to remember that they are worthy and deserving of healing, growth, and to live their ideal life, and that nothing anybody says can take that from them. And to look within, just like everybody said, like we are giving ourselves permission, you give yourself permission.
Yeah, so good. Thank you. Marcy, final comment.
So I just love the alignment that's happening here. I love how it's the healing, going from hurt to healing and being loud about our trauma and the healing process. So that alignment that is going on with each speaker, each author that came on, it was just like, wow. Yeah. Every speaker was a wow and a, oh my goodness moment for me. Yeah. So, and I just love the fact that when we heal, I love when we heal, when we heal nations. And this is a group of women who will heal our nation.
That's a Selah moment. That's a Selah moment. Thank you. Linda said, I can't wait to share this book with my daughter. Hey, Mom. My mom is here. My biological mom supporting, saying this is great. Pastor Kathleen, final comment or observation?
Yes, I want to say unlock, let's go, come out of the shell. You don't have to wait for permission to step into purpose. God already authorized all of us our next level. It's time to go up. This number 9 collaboration is ballistic. I'm telling you the truth.
Woo!
It's stirring my spirit. I'm telling you, this co-authorship is phenomenal. I'm telling you, number 9 is it.
Yeah.
Leave the numeric stuff alone right now. Okay, but it's a very significant number in the kingdom. Yeah. And congratulations. I want to give a shout out, especially to Sharvette Mitchell, for pushing all of us and staying connected. This is truly a phenomenal opportunity.
Thank you so much. I feel that. I received that. Dr. Tyreese, who has the book cover behind her. So if you're new and just watching this and you haven't seen graphics, she actually has the book cover behind her. And I was praying. I was like, Amazon, don't do nothing crazy, but they let us go. They let us go. So no, you all right. You all right. So final comment or any observation you have.
So what I wanted to say is that what I learned when I gave myself permission to be human, to feel the feelings and then to break down, to break apart, and then to put myself back together and to grow, what I realized is that I also had given my mother permission, who had been a very strong woman, my grandmother, and then we all left a legacy for my daughter and now my grandson to really just be human. You know, unfortunately, we learn, our parents don't mean to, but we need to unlearn some things like this strong women syndrome, and even the man up, men having to deal. I did a class with some men on Saturday, and oh my God, it was in Triangle, Virginia. So it was amazing. But all of the things that we hold as a people that really don't allow us to be human. And so giving myself permission allows me to give so many other people that I know and care about permission, but also people I don't even know, you know, being able to walk in that boldness just to be human. Like, it's okay not to be okay. It's just not okay to stay not okay. And so I want to impress upon that for everybody. Thank you so much, Sharvette, for allowing me to be a part of it. And these women are amazing. I'm excited to be associated with you all in this book collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you. And like Marcy said, all of you are speakers. So I'm going to stick with that, speakers. All right, Dr. Jai, here you are again. Our closing out comments and a great anchor on this relay race.
Listen, I am so excited about this opportunity. What I know for sure is that just last year, I wasn't able to or even articulate my business. I wasn't even able to say in words or capture in words what Granted was going to be. And because of Sharvette Mitchell and her talent, her resources, her ability to allow us to shine, because she is allowing us to shine in this platform and in this space. So I am just so grateful for this opportunity, but I want everyone to leave with knowing that you are taking up space. And I appreciate you for taking up space and saying yes to this project. So I am so grateful. I am so thankful. These 11 authors are amazing, amazing women. And it's been great hearing each of you tonight.
All right. I think that's a good close. Everybody clap it up for yourselves. Clap it up, clap it up. All right. Clap it up, clap it up. All right. We are officially closing out this live stream, the after party. And thank you all so much again. Purchase the book. Pre-order the book from any of the authors you see on the screen, any of the authors you heard. Go to their pages. They are there. The links are there. And thank you so much for being along for this ride. If you were here for 2 minutes, or if you were here almost now for 2 hours, we thank you. Sharvette Mitchell. Just go to sharvettemitchell.com. If you're like, I want to know more about you, sharvettemitchell.com. We're signing out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.